Good morning, everyone. So today I want to talk to you about something that can happen to many practice owners if they're trying to grow their practice from a small practice to a multi-chair practice. You will find that your practice will be the magnifying lens of any faults that you have in your system. It will be a reflection of your character as a practice owner. So first, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I own my own dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Half Bay in Queensland, and you can check my details below. And I took my practice from 1 chair to 10 chairs over the course of 14 years, and we started with team members of 3 staff members, and now we're close to 40 staff members. So sometimes you can run your own practice. You, let's say you have a 1 chair practice, it's just yourself as a practice owner. Maybe you have 3 or 4 staff members with you. Maybe you have a practice manager, maybe you don't. And even if you do, you will find you as a practice owner, you're probably doing a lot of the management tasks in your practice. And then you decide to grow. And if you have a bad system already or in your practice, when you grow your practice, this bad system or whatever inconvenient system you have in your practice will be 10 times worse. So if you're getting a little bit of headache running a 1 chair practice and you start to run a 5 or 4 chair practice, whatever headache you're having will be multiplied sometimes by 10 times. So running a 1 chair practice is very different than running a multi-chair practice or a bigger practice. So my advice to you, before you decide about growing, try to make sure you have very good system in place. And there are 3 things I wanted to look at. Number 1 is any stupid or boring or any tasks that doesn't mean or doesn't add anything to your daily efficiency, make sure you eliminate them completely. So eliminate any system that just too stupid. Anything that your team is spending a lot of time tracking, any certain numbers they're spending a lot of time tracking, or any type of follow-up with patients, or any type of reviews that you have to check on patients, or any recall system where you have to sit down and print each patient's name and try to call them one by one. Any system that you have currently in your practice that's meaningless and doesn't contribute to anything, you need to look at everything you're doing and try to eliminate them. Second thing, if any system in your practice you can automate, try to automate. Could be recalls, it could be follow-ups, could be asking for reviews, it could be new patient forms, could be booking, even using something like online booking. So any system that you can automate, you need to start automation straight away. So eliminate any stupid systems, automate those systems that can be automated, and then lastly, delegate. Anything you're doing yourself that you can delegate internally or externally to your bookkeeper, to your accountant, to your practice manager, to your dental assistant, to your head nurse, whoever in your team, that look at all the tasks you're doing, and if you can start delegating each task so your involvement become at a minimum level, this will help you to grow eventually. So make sure you eliminate any stupid system, make sure you automate any system that can be automated, and then make sure you delegate, and then teach your senior team members, managers or head nurses to also learn the art of delegation to more junior team members. And then you create small leaders within your team, and your team is not reliant on one person. So eliminate, automate, delegate. Most importantly as well, make sure that you have protocols in place for everything. So look at, track back, let's say the last 6 months. Look at every question you get asked by your team members or by other associates in your practice or even by patients, and those questions that you have to answer yourself and you have to respond to, and you have to go and fix them. So let's say your team is asking you, we need to fix this problem in the computer, and then you have to step in and fix it yourself. Try to make a list of all those questions and all those problems that you have to step in and fix yourself, and then from there create a system and protocol for each of those questions. So you have kind of like similar to creating a frequently asked questions section in your website. When you create a frequently asked questions in your website, you look at all your customers' questions in the last 6 months, and from there you establish an FAQs, and then you respond to all of them without responding yourself. So look at all those questions you have to answer yourself. Make sure you have a system in place where you can have them all written down in templates, have all the contact details, who to contact and what to contact. So in the future, if your team members or your associates or your patients are looking for those answers, then you have them already saved, whether in audio or videos or text, and you can simply send this to whoever asking you. And even better, you can have them all stored in a place in your computer or in a cloud system where your team know how to search for them in an easy way and how to access information. Then their reliance on you or your manager becomes a lot less. So eliminate, automate, delegate, have systems in place, look at all the questions you have been asked in the last 6 or 12 months. Make sure those questions now are written down in very easy to find templates. So when they're looking for you to provide them answers, they know where to go. From there, I think your chance of growing will be a lot easier. So if you find this information helpful, make sure you like it and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to be notified with my videos, please subscribe to my channel, turn notifications on, and whenever I release any videos, you will hear about them. Thank you so much for listening, and it means a lot to me.